Hello everyone, it's me, GamePango21, and today, well, we're going to be talking about this. So yeah, if you have no doubt have heard, the biggest topic on the good old commentary train that's been rolling down has been Sniperwolf versus Jax Films, and basically the whole of YouTube. Now, to be clear here, I am hopping on this because I have very little else to talk about whenever this video comes out, and want to give the people in my corner my own opinion on this situation and everything else going forward. So do note that this is at the time of recording this, at least, to be the 19th of October, so anything that is, like, occurred after this date, I have no idea. I know that the post date will most likely be different due to my scheduling stuff, but I want to release this video as quickly as possible. So I will try to release it probably on an off day, because this is just going to be a low effort video. In any case, one of, if not the biggest things with Sniperwolf happening right now is the fact that she, well, is basically self-imploding her own image. Now, self-imploding her own image is something that is pretty natural for a lot of big content creators who have basically faked their way to the top, whereas genuine content creators tend to get into more different types of, well, situations. But again, we get ahead of ourselves. One of, if not the biggest things here, one of the more interesting things here, is the fact that she actually doxed someone. Now, we'll have to go back to the beginning of the channel in order to really understand her life fully, just to be certain here. But you've probably already heard this story, so I will speed run this through any percent speed run style. So let's get started. Basically, Sniperwolf was originally a different channel whose name I forget, but it wasn't originally called Sniperwolf. It was something similar but different. Her biggest draw was that she was a girl gamer, and that girl gamer of her skill level, I think, was actually faked for social media attention. The actual people behind her channel and stuff was her, at the time, boyfriend slash fiance or something along those lines, to be able to, you know, react to videos and react to video games. Her gaming YouTuber mentality, which we started with, was faked as well, because she was, like, told to have a script, apparently, but all of this would come out eventually after the fact. She also appeared on places such as Darman and several other different, maybe movie franchises. I don't think movie franchises. I think she appeared maybe once in one particular one. I don't know her entire filmography or history, so go and watch other people for that. The main portion of it is that she was and has a small criminal record, from what we could dig up, allegedly, from the pictures and images and public records that we could find, according to various internet sleuths on, well, the internet. Overall, one of the things that she is now known for, at least what's important for this current controversy, is the fact that she's known for reacting to content not good. It's the same sort of problem with XQC, in the sense that she doesn't tend to add anything to the content nor give credit, and sometimes just lets the entire video just completely and utterly play out for some reason. Now, there is a lot, if not a huge amount, of gray area in terms of reaction content and stuff like that, and there is a lot of different sorts of very basic and weird things that reaction content has, and there's an entire subsection of YouTube that's basically saying reaction content is bad and is the same as commentary, even though commentary has nothing to do with reaction content. At least not really, only kind of tangentially, and even then, such a weak tangential argument. In any case, one of, if not the biggest criticisms, is that she doesn't give credit, and she, again, doesn't really add anything, and it's not fully fair use. One person in particular, a YouTube OG, I think he's a YouTube OG, I don't know when he started, but Jax Films steps into the ring and starts to dedicate an entire channel to basically criticizing her. She has received criticisms and critiques before, but not on the level of someone as big as Jax Films, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe some people have done it, but they have fallen apparently on deaf ears due to various aspects. Now that's what's going on in the forefront, but in the background there's a couple other things that are happening. In her home life, a lot of her craziness has caught up to her, and she has currently divorced or broken up with her husband, fiance, the other person involved in making her content. And he owns about 50% of the current Sssniper channel and is currently suing her for not giving him the proper dues and things like that. It can't be a messy breakup without, trying to get a little bit of corporate espionage in on that. And that corporate espionage comes in the fact that she also created several other channels, including dubbing channels that she owns, that she quote-unquote owns 100% of, because she's basically re-uploading the content from the main channel onto there to be basically doing that, and also withholding paychecks and other stuff like that. You can find out for yourself if you really want to know. But the current situations that are happening right now is twofold. The one biggest one is that she doxed Jax Films. Now, when we say doxing, normally speaking, we are talking about people who leak out personalized information, i.e. anything having to do with a person's personal and private life. This includes anything along the lines of IP addresses, regular home addresses, even pictures of, say, another I think even it can even include like pictures of an actual person, like the person's face if they're not covered, if you're at least a VTuber in that context, as well as several other factors. But mainly we're talking about addresses and IP addresses and home Wi-Fi addresses and things of that nature. Even, like, again, anything personal that you want to keep private. Even credit card information can be leaked, and that's technically doxing. Technically, but it's more financials and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, what did she do? Well, she ran a poll on her Instagram, I think, and she then decided to go down and talk with Jax Films. That talk led her to film for her 1 point whatever the fuck million subscribers and followers on Instagram or whatever to see the video of Jack's house, which she then promptly deleted and said that that wasn't doxing. Now, she promptly deleted it probably at some points later down the line. I don't know the specific timeline, and as I wasn't paying too close attention, again, someone else with much more meticulousness can go through that. We're just going over the main bullet points here. And after deleting it, she then said that that wasn't doxing, that she believed that she was doing the right thing, and that she just wanted to, again, talk to Jax Films at his private house. Instead of, say, shoot him a text or shoot him a DM on Twitter. His Twitter's DMs are probably open. Settle it out in private. Gee, you wonder why people are getting mad at you. And cut to a couple other smaller things that she actually lost her flavor with G-Fuel, meaning that they most likely have dropped her from that, which is actually a good positive step towards things, and YouTube seems to be getting a lot of backlash for this in general. Now, again, I will say that YouTube is not 100% at fault here. It definitely has a major part that they are not doing much in terms of it. But what do we expect from YouTube at this point? They just tend to let certain things like this happen on by, much like the example that I'm going to use being QTV, which, again, to go over the main points in this that are related to this, Quantum TV recorded himself actively calling the act man's mother and then posted it onto the website of YouTube. That's not necessarily doxing per se, but that is the closest bit to doxing that I can think of. It's like a hair away from actually doxing and actually posting his thing to just record your half of a conversation that you actually had with a person's mom. And, using like a recording thing in your house. Overall, that's where we are today. So, yeah. What is the main, if not the biggest takeaway from this whole thing? Well, in my personal opinion, sninperwolf be fucking crazy and insane. Not only does she have allegedly a couple of arrests under her belt, as well as allegedly been doing some corporate espionage underneath her underneath her boyfriend's nose for whatever reason, and allegedly has gone through and basically said and done some stupid things, as well as the fact that in a more couple of recent videos that have been up, or recent discoveries on her channel, that she happened to have underage individuals on Omegle doing, let's just say, not safe for work type situations, including things such as twerking and flashing. We'll go with that the YouTube-friendly way. Now, again, at the time of this recording, unsure if those videos are still up. If they are up on the main channel. If they are not, then she probably took them down. I don't know. But, again, that can show some sort of weird thing. And, again, allegedly, these videos were taken out of context, or at least that she'll claim that they'll be taken out of context, and that allegedly there is no real proof that she doxed Jax Films, her biggest critic. Now, what does all this have to say about, again, my personal opinion? Well, again, like I said before, she's fucking crazy out the wazoo. And quite honestly, YouTube does need to step in at this point, because it's gotten to the point where if YouTube just doesn't react, this will never be solved, because she will never have repercussions for her actual actions. And her actual actions reflect very poorly on people that promote them, or at least the companies that promote them. Again, the YouTube does be as YouTube does be, so I don't expect them to take that much in terms of action. Maybe a ban, maybe some sort of other thing. Maybe they freeze her from uploading for some reason. Unsure. But, in my personal opinion, this is gone way, way too far out of line. All because, again, people can't take criticism. That's one of the biggest things that I always make sure to tout on this channel. You are free every single day to criticize me, to basically break me down, and to basically insult me, and I give you an open opportunity and an open forum to do that. A true, actual open forum. I might not like what you have to say, but I'll still respond to it. But I'll respond to it in a more cordial manner, unless you have no respect for me. I respect you as much as you respect me. And that's what I try to say on this channel. But going out and doxing people who criticize you, going out and basically finding a person's mother because you criticize them, going out and basically suing them for not even, like, just any sorts of crime that you try to pin on them, does not reflect well on you as an individual. All that shit, all the negative people that I have done, or the really negative people, I should say, that I talk about on this channel, that I don't really provide much in terms of, like, videos and make more of a rant video like this, all of that stuff, right, all of that is not worth doing or pursuing because of someone critiquing you. You can critique a person's actions, you can critique a person's decisions, and you can critique a person themselves. But the second that becomes anything more than a critique, i.e. actual insults or actual real-life repercussions, or, the most important one, actual causes of people dying, then it becomes a problem for everyone involved outside of even your circles, alright? Every single person involved making a fuss about this is criticizing you personally because of your bad actions that reflect on you badly as a person. And I'm not just talking about Sniperwolf in this situation. Literally, a lot of the people that I talk about tend to fall under this category. Maybe not as extreme as Sniperwolf, because again, Sniperwolf be crazy. But at the same time, that's what I promote on this channel. I promote a good, an open, and actual discussion forum as best as I can. Now, am I biased? Absolutely. Is there ways that I can, try to improve? 100%. But I at least acknowledge that improvement is part of the process of not only making a YouTube channel, but creating something in general. Making anything, better does have to intend to kind of break things. But, again, that's just my own personal opinion. In any case, I think that I've ranted and talked your ear off long enough for this. Again, this is a supplementary video to just kind of get content out there for you guys because I love you guys so much. In any case, my name is Penguin21. Thank you so much for watching this episode. More of this episode of Penguin Rants and stuff. If you want more of what it is that I do and want to check any of the stuff in the descriptions down below, that's the link to all the socials and ways that you can monetarily support me if you want to. But again, your viewership is enough. And if you made it this far into the video, you are awesome. In any case, thank you so much for watching. My name is Penguin21, and a peace off. Well, at least that would be the end of it if it weren't for this last couple quick updates. I put in a little end stinger there, but they did make a very bad tweet. They got Twitter very angry, but they also decided to add one more thing onto here where sninperwolf actually did manage to get demonetized finally after this whole thing kind of came out. So I guess a good ending comes all around, but yeah. I mean, weak sauce, but at the end of the day, what can you really do about YouTube? Anyway, peace off.
No